At first glance, this Honda Civic Type R appears to have everything it would need to be considered a racer. It has a bunch of crazy aero parts, more exhaust tips than are absolutely necessary, and a bunch of fake carbon fiber. But there are actually a few reasons why I think this car is more nice than rice. First off, the engine actually may look a little bit ricey because of the big Honda sign and the red highlights and the fake carbon fiber, but is actually pretty functional. It's a 2-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine that should produce over 300 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque, and it's actually paired with a 6-speed manual transmission only. Yeah, it looks a little bit ricey with the V-TEC and the carbon fiber and all that, but it actually helps the car to perform very well. This is the fastest front-wheel drive car to lap the Nürburgring. It did it in just 7 minutes and 43.8 seconds, which is incredible for a car with just a 4-cylinder engine. The exterior of the car may look a little bit ricey as well with all the red highlights and the crazy aero parts, but Honda actually claims that most of the parts on the car are functional, and I'm actually inclined to believe them since they came straight from the manufacturer and were designed for the car and were not added on by some crazy Honda fanboy after they bought the car. Up front, you have a front aero splitter, which Honda claims increases downforce, but is unfortunately made in that same plasticky carbon fiber that you find under the hood. Moving on to the side of the car, you have these side vents here on the front fender that pull turbulent air out of the front wheel well, again just to increase that ever important downforce and keep those front tires stuck on the road at all times. Also on the side of the car, you have these side skirts. Again, it's that hideous carbon fiber, but they do increase downforce by quite a bit. Moving on to the top of the car, this is actually a really interesting feature and really complicated as far as the physics of all of it go. I don't completely understand it, but somehow these vortex generators back here reduce turbulence around the car, keep it steady at high speeds, and actually kind of send air to this rear spoiler here, which may look big, but again, Honda claims that it does increase downforce. The last thing that you may find a little bit ricey is the exhaust system. It's got 3 exhaust tips, which to some people seems a little bit ricey and like they went overboard and didn't actually need that many, but it's actually a pretty ingenious system. The 2 outer tips are the main exhaust system where most of the air flows through, and the smaller tip in the center is actually connected to a resonator that at low speeds keeps the car's sound kind of raspy and rumbly, but at higher speeds actually fills up with air, creates back pressure, and forces the overflow air out the 2 side ones, which in turn reduces the kind of booming, annoying sounds you might hear at highway speeds. So instead of trying to make the car sound louder like a ricer might, it's actually designed to keep the car quieter. But before you write me off as some Honda fanboy, there are a couple things on the car that I think are actually rice and aren't functional at all. Mostly these back vents here, which look like maybe they let off some hot air from the engine, but are actually completely fake. It's all plasticky and not very good quality either, so I don't like that. Obviously, before I also said that I don't like this fake carbon fiber, and this diffuser in particular does not look functional at all despite Honda's claims. So there you have it. The Honda Civic Type R is mostly nice and not rice, although there are a couple features that make me not want to spend $30,000 on it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment below, and go and check out my YouTube channel because I've got a ton of exotic supercar and hypercar reviews up. So remember to subscribe, and thanks for watching.